Thank you for your time. I'm excited. I think I'm the last of the day, so hopefully you've had a great day. Got a lot to cover. I'm going to dive right in. Again, I want you guys to utilize that question section as much as you possibly can. I want this to be kind of an open forum. You guys can ask me questions. I want to answer all the questions that you have and make sure you get a lot out of today's session over the next 45 minutes to an hour or so. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you today a systematic strategy that I believe every person in here will benefit from. In fact, I'm going to show you a way. I'm going to actually show you two things. I'm going to show you a old school way of trading, a very profitable old school way of trading, I should say. But I'm going to show you the old school way of trading, then I'm going to show you the new school way of trading. And the new school way, because of the advances of technology, because of the technology that we've now grown into, you guys have access to stuff that when I was first learning how to trade that I didn't have access to. And the things that took me years and years to master, now you guys can actually jump in and start trading and investing and actually making money much faster than what it was possible for me. So here's what we're going to go over. We're going to talk about how you can start making money today, and that's very, very important. It's to have the mindset of today. We live in a world where it's really easy to kind of kick the can down the road. It's really easy to have this thought process of, oh, I'll think about it, I'll do it tomorrow. Well, in the markets and in this business, opportunities, and those that really do well in this business, they take advantage of opportunities. They know how to systematically look at the markets, look at the market as a formula, and take advantage of those formulas. And again, today you're going to see that formula really isn't all that hard. And you're going to see the strategy that can help you generate income. It's called momentum breakout. This is a strategy that's generated over 5,400 pips since September. Now, you might not even know what a pip is. I have no clue what your guys' backgrounds are. I don't know if you're futures traders or stock and options traders or currency traders. I'm not sure. Today, we're going to talk, in this session, we're going to talk about currencies. I believe currencies, I love other asset classes. I trade other asset classes. I believe currencies are the greatest asset class anybody can learn how to trade for a couple different reasons, and we'll go through them throughout this webinar. I do want to say this, though. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are going to see something that's really powerful, but you're also going to see something that thousands and thousands of people worldwide have seen and have actually decided to say, hey, listen, this is something I want to do. This business is amazing. Trading and investing is amazing, and it's a business that can change your life. But what you need to do is this. It's very simple. Here's the formula to learn how to trade and invest well. You'll find individuals who are really good at trading and investing, and then you learn from them, and then over time you're going to mimic what they do. It's that simple. It really is that simple. And once you learn how to trade and invest successfully, then most of everything, as you do this, you're going to see that a lot of your financial worries and your fears, they're taken care of, because the nice thing about trading and investing is that nobody can take it away from me. As long as the markets are open, I can generate income for me and my family. That's really powerful stuff, because we live in a world where there's a lot to worry about. I mean, we're going to have volatility, right? We've got the inauguration of Trump coming up next week. What's going to go on with the relationship with the U.S. and Russia? What's going to go on in the Middle East? What's going on with China and U.S. Relations? What's going on in the world? We've got a lot to worry about, not including the stresses that we have at home, right? I have a wife and two sons, teenage boys, so life can be pretty stressful, but it's really nice to be able to have a skill where I don't have to stress financially, because life's already stressful enough. Let's not stress financially. And so a lot of students, thousands of students worldwide have learned from Market Traders Institute, learned from myself. I've helped mentor thousands and thousands of students. And these are just some examples of testimonials. This is just a handful of testimonials. We get these kind of things all the time. But ones that I like to point out is like Eddie right here. Look at this. Eddie, his account grew 447%. I want you to think about 447%. I mean, that's amazing. Or this one here, Don. Account grew 21% in 13 days. Now imagine, what if you can learn a skill where your account grows 21% in 13 days? Well, that's what we're going to go into today, and it doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to consume all your time. So I do want to introduce the place that really took my trading to the next level. I've been trading for 17 years. I have helped thousands of traders get to their tipping point, but I've been with Market Traders Institute for right around 2 years, or a little under 2 years. This gentleman right here is the creator and founder of Market Traders Institute. He's the one that essentially founded our company. And he's known as the FX Chief. His name is Jared Martinez, and he's absolutely, easily one of the greatest currency traders in the entire world. In fact, when I came to Market Traders Institute, I thought I was a really good trader. In fact, I would consider myself a great trader. But as I progressed with Market Traders Institute as their client, as their essentially one of their mentors, as their product expert, I realized that I was a good trader, but I wasn't a great trader. And since I've been with Market Traders Institute, my trading, even as a 15-year trading veteran, has went to another level that I didn't really even realize it could go to. So I'm extremely thankful, and I'm honored and blessed to be with the greatest trading and investing company in the world. And we've helped over 30,000 students. Our mission is very simple. It's to create successful traders. And the reason why we are very confident that we can create successful traders, and the reason why we do that, is because we don't leave anybody behind. We don't leave a student behind. When you decide to be a student with us, then we hold your hand, we guide you, we walk with you, you trade with us, you use the same exact technology as us. And the nice thing about what we do, and this is so vitally important, is we're kind of a one-stop shop when it comes to, the only thing we don't do is we're not a broker. But we're a technology provider, so you don't have to use a third-party charting platform. We're a technology provider, so you use my same charts. You trade with me, you learn my techniques. You trade with the same tools that I use. And really what we do is we try to get you to a point of eliminating all excuses that you may have, or all reasons that you may think why you're not being successful in this business yet. And that's the biggest thing, is I want to get everybody in this room to a point of saying, being able to look in the mirror and say, I am a successful trader. You get to that point, then life is easier. I don't know if life ever becomes easy, but it's easier. And that's a very, very, very powerful place to be. So, okay, let's dive in. I want to get to know you guys a little bit better. We do have a limited amount of time, so I want to be pretty efficient with our time. I want to get to know some of you a little better. So if I could have you type in the question section, if I could have you type in kind of the knowledge level for currencies that you have. Let's say currency trading. Actually, let's just use overall trading, whether it be, it doesn't matter if you're trading stocks or options or futures or currencies, whatever. On a scale of 1 to 10, let's say 10 being you're a trading master, and 1 being you know nothing about trading, you just kind of stumbled into this webinar. Where would you consider yourself? Type in your number between 1 and 10. And it doesn't matter where you consider yourself to be. I work with people who are 1s. I work with people who think they're 10s. My goal is very simple. It's to get you from where you're at today to where you want to be. It's really that simple. So go ahead, type your number, and I just want to get to know you guys. I want to get to know where you think your guys' level of trading might be. Jason says -10. All right, Jason. Well, no place to go but up, right? We've got a 6. We've got a couple of 1s. We've got some 2s. Okay. All right. So we got a decent mix in here. Okay. So I'm going to show you an old school way of trading. An old school, very profitable old school way of trading. William's a 10. Well, welcome, William. I haven't met a lot of 10s in my life. I've met thousands and thousands of traders and hundreds of very, very world-class traders. I haven't met a lot of 10s, so it's nice to meet you, William. All right, so I'm going to show you an old school way of trading, and then I'm going to show you the very simple, systematic way of trading where literally if you can count to 3 and you can watch colors change, you can make a tremendous amount of money, and I'll show you that. Okay, so what you see here in front of you is the pound versus the Japanese yen. And I had done a webinar about a week ago in front of a group of students. I do webinars all the time in front of students. In fact, I spend probably anywhere from 2 to 4 or 5 hours a day trading with students at Market Traders Institute. That's my core job. And so I was in a webinar about a week ago. In fact, it was on the 3rd of this month. So last week, last Tuesday, a week ago exactly. And this was a trade in the pound yen that set up. And there's a lot of students that took this trade. And essentially, I'm going to walk through this, and we're going to look for another trading opportunity in the pound yen. But what happened was we went through the kind of step-by-step process that traders need to use to find a trade. And the number one thing they need to do, let me kind of write this down. To find a trade, the number one thing you need to do is you need to ask or answer these questions. What direction? So which direction are we going to be moving in? You can't place any trade until you figure out the direction that you should be trading in, right? There's always a bias. There's always a reason to be a buyer or always a reason to be a seller. You just got to find out which one you should be. And number two, where, we'll say, where is price moving to? So to say that another way, if price is moving down, well, okay, that's the direction. The direction is down, but where to? Down to where? And then number three, I need to be able to pinpoint my entry. So basically, enter at a place that's going to be a good entry. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to lose a lot of money. I'm going to pinpoint my entry. And then number four is manage risk. Or I'll state these in questions. So I'll say, where do I enter, and how do I manage the trade? These are the four core questions that we need to ask ourselves and be able to answer before we place any trade. Right here. It doesn't matter what asset class you trade in. I don't care if you're a stock trader, a currency trader, futures, whatever it might be. These are the four questions. Which direction are we moving in? If we're moving up or down, okay, great. Where is it going to move to, Ted? Then what price is it going to? If it's going to that price, well, then how do I enter? And then how do I manage my risk? So what I did is I spent time with students last week, and we basically went through this step by step, and we found this trade in the pound yen. And essentially we said, okay, price is moving down. And one of the main reasons, there was many reasons we were a seller. But one of the big reasons is because this is what's called a trend line. And so this line here represented an area where price had a tendency to kind of bounce off of, right? So every time price got at or near that level, back here, it had a tendency to rally. Until right there, until price was able to break through. Once price was able to break through that level, then we said, okay, now we have to be a seller because the price is no longer moving in this uptrend. It's now starting to break structure and it's starting to move down. So then what we did is we brought in what's called Fibonacci's, and we trade trend and Fibonacci's along with candlestick formations, different things like that. There's a lot of ways we can confuse you, which isn't good. A confused trader ends up losing money. But what I did is I brought in some Fibonacci. This is what it's called a Fibonacci wave sequence. We have what's called an A, B, C, D wave movement. And then we had another A, B, C, D wave movement. And we were currently in, and we're still currently in this A right here. This is the A, this is the B, this is the C, and we're looking for our D extension down here. And last week, price was, when I was in front of the students, price was right here, and it was in this sub A. Now again, I don't want to confuse anybody. There was this, what's called a sub A, B. So this is the major AB down. Right here, AB down. We all have this sub AB down. And so in the sub AB down, I was like, okay, well, we have this sub AB down. What we should be getting is a retracement into our sell zone, which will create that CABC. We want to start shorting up in here, and then we want to target the D extension on this downward AB. So bottom line is I spelled all this out for students. I said, hey, let's short at 44.44, or right around there between this level, and let's target 40.07. Now, students got into this trade, many students got into this trade, and many students are currently up 366 pips. Now, you might not even know what a pip is, but this trade is a trade that I shared with students. They're up 366 pips. So if you made 366 pips, what does that mean? Well, 366 pips depends on the size you trade, but somebody with a $20 account could have taken this trade. If you had $20 in your account, you could have traded what's called a micro lot. And your micro lot, if you made 366 pips, micro lot moves in 10 cents per pip. That means that you're up, on this trade, you're up $36.60 on a $20 investment. Now, when's the last time? Let's do the math on that. That means that somebody with $20 in their account could have made $36.60. When is the last time you made 183% in a week? Because that's what this trade did. This trade made 183% return on investment on the invested capital in the last week. And you could have taken it with as little as $20. But then there's also traders that, would say, well, wait a minute, $36, that's not life-changing. That's not a lot of money at all. Okay, that's fine. That's not a lot of money. But then you can increase your size. You don't need to just trade a micro lot. You can go up to what's called a mini lot. And this is the great thing about currencies. And this is why I believe currency trading is the greatest asset class anybody can trade in. Because when you're a currency trader, unlike other asset classes, like futures, like stocks, to pattern day trade stocks, you need a $25,000 account. To trade in futures, I wouldn't trade futures, this is just me, with anything less than probably $5,000 personally. You're talking a very highly leveraged product and not real easy to scale that leverage down. So personally, I wouldn't do it with anything less than $5,000. That's just me. With currencies, you can literally, I know people that have $50 accounts, $100 accounts, and they trade. They trade micro lots. That's what they do. Because right now they're just practicing their skills. They're learning, they're honing their skills. They want to do it with a little amount of money, not a lot amount of money. So if you are not a trader yet and you're looking for a way to get into it, you'll never find a better asset class to start with than currencies because it allows you to start very small. You open up a futures account, you're going to need probably $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. You open up a stock account to pattern day trade, you need $25,000 minimum. Forex account, you can literally start with $50. Big difference. Big difference. Huge difference. Night and day. All right, so mini account or mini lot. Now you're moving in $1 per pip. So now it's starting to, it's not life-changing, but the same trade that's up 366 pips, now in the last week you're up $366 on a $200 investment. And then as you start to get used to trading, as you start to progress in your skills, you then go up to what's called a standard lot. My goal is to get every student up to this point, trading a standard lot. And a standard lot moves in $2 or $10 per pip. And so this trade here would be up $3,660. You would have needed not $20, not $200, but you would have needed $2,000 to place this trade. Now you don't have to have $2,000 to place the trade. You could have placed it with as little as $20. But if you placed it with a $2,000 investment on a standard lot, you would be up $3,600. Type in a M-E in the question section if you would have liked to make $3,600 in the last week on a $2,000 investment. Because I'm telling you, there are hundreds, if not thousands of students at Market Traders Institute that did. Because they followed the formula. They followed the process. They answered all the questions here. What direction are we moving in? Where is price going to move to? How do I answer? And how do I manage the trade? They went through that process and they realized, okay, great, here's the trade. This trade's setting up. It's moving down to 40.70. Well, then I need to start selling down to 40.70. It's very, very simple. Very simple. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes you somewhat excited about the prospects of potentially trading in the currency world. Now I'm going to show you, I'm going to go through this kind of quick. I'm going to show you the next trade in the pound yen. And I'm going to go through this quick because what I'm about to show you is the old school way. It's the complicated way, somewhat complicated way to trade. So with these 4 questions in mind, right? Which direction are we moving in? The old school way, and this is a powerful way to trade, I would bring in what's called Fibonacci analysis. And in this whole pattern right here, this high price up here created this whole downward wave sequence. This is called a Fibonacci wave analysis down A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D, this whole wave pattern down like this. And it's created this entire wave pattern that gives us the expectation that the next move, if I were just looking at this, my thought has to be that the next move is going to be down to this 1618 extension down there, because we are currently in this A, B, C, and then we're going to go to our D extension. So if this goes to where I believe it's going to go to, and yes, I do believe it's going to get down there, if it does, we're talking, and this is going to take a while, but we're talking 3,800 pips of profit potential down to its D extension. They might be thinking, are you kidding me, Tyson? There's no way the pound yen's going down to 3,800. It's 3,800 pips. Well, that's the same exact thing that people said to me last year when I was talking, and when the pound yen was at 185, when I was saying it was going down to 150, 140. Same thing. So yes, based on probability, we know that we probably have our A, B, C, we're going down to our D extension. But it doesn't really matter. I just use this daily chart as my indication of which direction are we moving in. And based on this indication, I know, okay, well, we're moving down. I have to have a bearish bias because of the daily AB boundary. And so we're moving down. So I'm gonna now go from this point to a shorter time frame. I'm gonna go, and again, I don't want to complicate anybody. I don't want to confuse anybody, but because I'm going to show you the way that you can do this in a very easy way. All right, give me a second. Okay, so now I know I need to be a seller, but I want to combine that with the short term. I want to combine my bearish bias with kind of my short-term bias also. And I want to kind of build my confidence in the short side. If I am going to sell, then I want to make sure that I have multiple reasons to believe that we're heading down. Not just one. I want multiple reasons. Yes, our software does work on stocks, absolutely. Yep, it works on stocks, and it also has auto fibs for stocks. So now that I know that we have a downward bias on the daily, right, and this is our software. We don't recommend you going out, hey, you got to go out and get NinjaTrader. You got to go out and get another software package. No, you trade off of the same exact tools that us, the professionals, trade off of. Okay, so now, let's see here. I can barely see Tyson's screen. Can you guys see my screen? Hopefully you guys, I mean, I don't know if you guys should be able to see the complete screen of the pound yen. I want to make sure that everybody, does everybody see the pound yen chart? You should be able to see pound yen. It's pretty much all you should be able to see. I mean, type in a wire yes if you can see this. Okay, I'm going to move on as if hopefully you guys can see my chart here. So we had the daily direction down, and now I go to the 2-hour chart, the shorter time frame, because I want to do what's called drill down analysis, right? I now go into the daily chart, and I'm sorry, the 2-hour chart. Sorry about that, I was reading something. The 2-hour chart, and I see that, okay, not only do we have that daily downward AB, we also have this 2-hour AB down. And so just based on this, my thought process has to be, we have our D extension down here, you can barely see it, but my thought process is this. Because I know the way the market waves, we've got our A, B, C, D. So that confirms, that builds my confidence that we're moving down. But that's still, you know, pretty long term. So let's look for a trade that's potentially setting up soon that maybe gives us an opportunity to get in a little bit sooner. So now we know exactly which direction we're moving in. We're moving down. Now we know kind of where we're moving to. We're moving much further down. Let's just put it that way. We're moving much further down. Mark my words, you can say Tyson said it first. This is not a new position for me. We are moving down, and I am short, and I am going to continue to be short for a while. But I'll tell you a medium term over the next week or two where we're probably more than likely moving down to. Okay, so All right, again, I'm going to do this kind of the old school technique, old school way. So now I have my direction. Now I need to pinpoint my entry. We also have something that's called a crown pattern sitting here. Again, this is all stuff that's good to know, but you don't have to know it to master, right? And I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. So here's the trade. Here's the next trade. Next trade is this. Old school way, I would wait for price to rally up to right around this 42.48 level, 142.48. My sell zone would be someplace in here. Someplace right in here is going to be my sell zone. And what I'm going to do is this, and I'll set this trade up, and then I've got a couple questions for you. So I would set this trade up where I'd put a stop at about 41.44 would be my stop. Right around in there. Target is going to be 137.21. It's going to be my target. Okay, so here's my trade. One second. Okay, so here's my trade. So I know the direction we're moving in. It's down. I know we're moving to, where we're moving to, 137.21, and now I'm going to look for a high price to enter short, and I'm going to trade down there, and I'm going to risk, let's do the math on this, I'm going to risk 152 pips for an opportunity to make 525 pips. Now let's think about that. What if I find 10 of these trades per month? Well, and I'm right 50% of the time. Well, I'm going to make 525 5 times. That's 26.25, and I'm going to lose 152 5 times. That's 760. So overall, I'm going to be up probably 1,500 to 2,000 pips. But here's the trade. Looking to short between 142.48. By the way, this is a trade that I actually like. This is a trade, if it sets up, that I will take. I'm already in this trade. If it gets up there, I'm going to enter more of a position at that 142. Between 142.48 and 143.90. Target 137.21. Stop 144. Okay, so this is an awesome trade. It answers all my questions. It meets all my requirements. I'm trading in the direction of the longer term trend. It's awesome. I've got proper risk to reward. I'm risking 152 pips to make 500 plus pips. That's awesome. This is a great trade. An absolute awesome trade. We're trading in the direction of the daily trend. We now have the 2-hour trend in our favor. Trading at a high price. This is a great trade. I got a question for all of you though. This is a very, very important question. How many of you are here to just blindly get trade setups and trade ideas from a professional trader? Or how many of you are here to get trade setups from a professional trader and then be able to master the exact strategies that that professional trader uses so you don't have to depend on him or her? So let me say it again. How many of you want to be able to master this business yourself and not have to depend on me or anybody else compared to just give me trade ideas, I don't really care? I believe that you guys are here to learn how to do it yourself. Type in a wire yes if you are here to learn a professional strategy in a way to do it yourself, not just depending on me, right? I hope that none of you are here just to get some magic buy sell signal. I hope that's not the case. Because if that is the case, first of all, what happens when the magic buy sell signal trader gets hit by a bus? Or if something happens to that, what happens then? Then you're off looking for that next magic trader, right? How about you learn the strategies that nobody else can ever take away from you, that you can master yourself? That's who I love working with. That's the students that I work with, those students that say, listen, Tyson, you're a great trader, but you know what? I want to be great myself. Type in me, ME, if you want to be great, just like the traders I work with. Not just follow somebody who's great, but you want to be great, right? I want to work with winners. I don't want to work with a bunch of people who just want to depend on me. Great, use me as a crutch for a while and then fly. And then fly yourself, become the master. That's the whole goal. So here's the deal. I ask that because the problem is this. There is absolutely no problem with this trade. In fact, this is a great trade. This is a slam dunk. This is a trade that fits my requirements absolutely perfectly. But there is a problem with this trade. And there is a problem with me showing you this trade. The problem is I don't believe many, if any of you, maybe 3 or 4 of you out of the 100 people, 120 some people that are in here, maybe 3 or 4 of you can actually do exactly what I just did and set this exact trade up. If you can do everything that I just did the exact same way and know exactly why you got into it, type in a me. If you can't, type in a no. And anybody who says, no, I can't do it exactly like you did, that's a problem, because I'm here to give you guys the tools and the resources and the empowerment to be able to do it yourself. So everything that I just went over is amazing stuff, but it takes time to learn and to master. So I want to show you a way that you can basically take everything that I just shown, but instead of having to do it the old school way, what if all you had to do, now I'm going to show you something that is probably the most powerful thing you will ever see, okay? This is what's called the micro price detector, and it's part of the momentum breakout course. This is a part of the overall strategy. Now everything I just went over here is an absolute great trade, but it's the old school, detailed, complex way of trading. What if I told you it's much easier than that? All you have to do is, when you get 3 green boxes, buy. When you get 3 red boxes, sell. What if I told you it was that easy? And I got to tell you this, because of the advances of technology, because of the millions and millions of dollars that Market Traders Institute has put into their technology, this platform right here, which I'm going to allow everybody in here to have access to this platform and this strategy. Because of the millions of dollars we've put into this, everything that I just showed you, the complex way, is as easy as 1, 2, 3, red and green. Yes. And in fact, it's even more profitable. Now watch this. I'm gonna act as if, let's just say you started trading this, after Christmas, let's say. So let's look for right here, December 26th. We're gonna say we started trading it December 26th, right here. Okay. Let's say you started trading it right here, and all you did was every time you get a 3 green up, right? Every time you get 3 green, you buy. Every time you get 3 red, you sell. That's simple, right? And it's called a stop and reverse strategy, meaning you're always in the market. 100% of the time, we're going to say 100% of the time you're in the market. Okay? So let's just go forward with this. Let's say you buy here. 1, 2, 3, you buy. And you sell once you get 3 red. 1, 2, 3, bam. So this trade right here would have been a loser. Your first trade would have been a loser of 77 pips. You would have lost right around 76, 77 pips. We'll say negative 77. Oh, good job, Tyson. That's a really good start. Geez, we lose money? Well, guess what? There's not such thing as a strategy that's 100% profitable. It just doesn't exist. So now we stay short. We stay short until you get 3 green up. So we got 1, 2, 3 down. We let the strategy do what the strategy is going to do. This is the brilliant part about the strategy. It allows the trader to get the heck out of the way and let the markets do what the markets are going to do. Too often traders get in their own way because they think they can outsmart the market. And I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you that do not be a trader that thinks they can outsmart the market. It doesn't end well. So you went short here, and then 1, 2, 3, you went long there. So this trade here produced 43 pips. So you lost 77, then you made 43. And now you're long. You don't get out of the long position, 1, 2, 3, you don't get out of the long position with one red bar, right? One red box. I got to make sure that this is clear. This is not a 1 minute chart. It's not a 1 minute chart. This is a proprietary indicator. It's called the micro price detector, and it's a proprietary indicator based on momentum and price action. As you can see, this is back to December 26th, and this is current price. I mean, we're talking only, let's see, 80 bars, 80 boxes. Obviously, it's not a 1 minute chart. There's way more than 80 1 minute bars since December 26th. So this is not based on time. It's based on momentum. So you would have went long here. You would stay long because you don't get out when you get one red box. You don't get out when you get two red boxes. You get out when you get 3 red boxes. So you would have gotten out there. So this trade here would have produced 120 pips. All right, so now we're starting to win. So that trade produced 120 pips. Then you got long right there. This trade here ended up losing about 34 pips. So you lost. You had a loser. Okay. All right, so we had a 120 winner, 43 winner, 34 loser, 77 loser. Okay. All right. And now we're long. And looks like this next long, we ended up losing again. We lost about 78 pips on that one too. Okay, so now we have 2 losers in a row. Again, we don't win every time, but I just want to show you how simple this is. We short here. You trade it to here. This trade here is up 26 pips. So not a lot, but it's a winner. 26. So you went long there. 1, 2, 3 up, you went long. And then you ended up going short here. And so you've made 26 there on this long. You ended up losing about 75, negative 75. And then currently, you're in a short position from 1, 2, 3, from right here. You're still in the short position because we have not gotten 3 green higher, so you're still in the trade. And this trade is currently up 220 pips as of right now as we speak. So 220 pips. So let's do the math. This is since, if you would have started trading this strategy, the last time we offered this to non-market trader institute students was before Christmas. Let's see what you'd be up. You would have lost 77, you would have made 43, lost 77. Your first 2 trades, you're down 34. And then you make 120. All right, now you're back up. But then you lose 34. Oh. Then you make 26. Then you lose 78. Then you lose 75. In this last trade, you're up 220 pips. Overall, even though you lost 1, 2, 3, 4 times and you only won 1, 2, 3, 4 times, you're only right 50% of the time, you're still up 136 pips since Christmas. 136 pips equals $1,360 on a standard lot. Now I got a question for everybody. If you got 3 red boxes down, could you short? And if you got 3 green boxes up, could you go long? It doesn't get any easier than this. Here's the question. If you had the ability to not have to be glued to your computer screen, but you could just wait for the alerts. We can have this automatically send you an alert, send you an email, a text, whatever it might be when you get 3 boxes in the same direction. So all you have to do is sit on your hands and wait for those alerts, and then you just have this automatically fire into your account. Type in a wire yes if you think, yeah, I can do that. Type in a wire yes if you think I can count to 3 and I can wait for the colors to be 3 in a row to trade. There's some advanced strategies too. So right now, we are in a bearish bias. We're in a downward selling bias. We had 2 green boxes and then a red box. So if you weren't in this trade, this one would be very simple. If the next box is red, short. Hold until you get 3 green boxes. It's that simple. It's that simple. There you go. Now, here's what I want to do. I want to spend the next 10 minutes or so going over multiple examples. I'm going to show you example after example because I want everybody in here to understand that this is one of the most powerful, easy, money-making machines that you will ever see. And then I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to actually get this in their hands today to be able to actually start trading with this today. Be able to get my workspaces, be able to get my charts, and this entire package. So I'm going to let you pick the pair. It's up to you. I'll show you a couple examples here while you guys are thinking. Let's go pound CAD. Again, let's say that we started trading the pound CAD, after Christmas, right? So right about in here, and I'm going to go through this kind of quick. So we started trading the pound CAD right here. So let's just add this up. You would have went long here, and then short here. You would have been down on that trade. You'd be down about 18 pips, and then you would have went short and long, you would have been up about 22 pips there. So I'm just going to go through this fairly quick. So 22 minus 18, and then you would have lost probably about 32 there, and then you would have made about 24 there, and then look at this one. This one would have been a loser. This one here, you would have lost probably about 70. Then you would have shorted here, down to here. You would have made about 50. And then look at this. You got another loser here. You would have lost about 55 there, but then look at this last short. You'd be short right here. You'd currently be in the trade, and you'd be up 237 pips. So you'd be plus, so you'd be up over 150 pips since the last week of December. Now, the question you have to wonder is this. Can anybody tell me what we're doing now? This is the current market environment. This is the live market. What are we doing? Right now we're short. This is my favorite setup. This is my favorite setup because we've got a short bias. We would have been short since that bar right there. We don't have 3 green bars yet. This bar hasn't closed. So it's very simple. If the next bar is red, short. Hold until you get 3 green bars in a row up. Or if the next bar is green, buy. Hold until you get 3 red bars in a row down. Why in the world is the next bar going to be a no matter what happens trade bar? Because if this next bar is green, that gives us 1, 2, 3 green and we need to buy. If the next bar is red, then what it does is it confirms the downtrend. Type in a wire yes if that makes sense. This is my favorite trade setup right here. Because no matter what, within the next probably hour, we're going to get a trade. It's either going to be long if we get a green box or a short, a confirmation of a short if we get a red box. It's a brilliant trade. Nothing's set up yet, but when you get this in your hands today, I got a lot of you in here asking, well, how in the world do I get this in my hands? What do I need to do? Because all of you need to have this in your hands. It's never been easier to trade than with this right here. And I'm going to show you something very powerful in a second. So right now, when you get this in your hands, you can actually get this set up. Start trading this on a demo. We'll help you set up a demo account. So you go to trading and we'll help you get all this set up. So you don't have to trade with real money. Get this all set up on a demo and just, I'm telling you, just take this, count to 3 and trade in the direction of the micro price detector. It's doing everything that I've done for years and years and years, but it's making it systematic and automatic. It's amazing. And so I've got a lot of you in here. Now I've opened up this for a very, very short amount of time. I've got 25 seats available for Monday's class. We've got a class coming up next Monday, and I've opened up 25 exclusive seats for this investor inspiration group only. And it's first come, first serve. I'm going to give you the details of this class in a second, but what I want to do is I'm going to go through a couple more opportunities. But here's what I want to do. If you're in here and you're like, wow, I want to get this in my hands. I want to have access to this strategy. I want to be able to automate it. I want to be able to get this rocking and rolling. What I want you to do, if you want to jump in front of the line and make sure that you can kind of, for sure, be one of those 25 seats for Monday's class, if you want to make sure that you put your name in that and you say, hey, I want to secure one of those seats, then I want you to type in your phone number right now with the word me. And what we'll do is we'll reach out to you. I'm going to give you the details of this in a second. I'm going to give you all the details. And I want you to understand that when you type in your phone number with the word me, it doesn't mean we're swiping your card. It doesn't mean you're automatically signing up. What it does is it puts you in the front of the line, right? You go to the front of the line because we have a lot of people in here. And we have a lot of people in here saying, hey, how do I get this? How do I get this? By the way, this works on commodities. This works on oil. This works on gold. This is an amazing strategy. So what I want to do is I'm going to go through a couple more examples. But if you are interested in like getting this in your hands and having this be able to set up as an automated strategy to give you alerts, all you're doing is trading the colors, 3 bars. If you want to be in the front of the line, all you need to do is type in your phone number with the word me. I'm going to go into the details in a second. I'm going to tell you all the details of the class and scheduling and all that kind of stuff. But what that'll do is it'll put you in the front of the line. We'll reach out to you, and then we'll be able to get this in your hands and download it and all that kind of stuff right away. So again, just wanted to give those people that I've got a bunch of people who typed in the private section and have been chatting. Hey Tyson, how do I get this? I want this today. Is there a way that I can get a part of this? So I wanted to give you guys an opportunity, and gals an opportunity. If you do want to get in front of the line to make sure that you're one of the 25, you can jump in front of the line by typing in your phone number with the word me. Okay. So this is one of those pairs that you're going to want to put on your radar when you get this in your hands today. This is one of those pairs, pound CAD, because pound CAD, the next box is going to tell you whether you should short or buy. Very simple. Let's go into the euro dollar. Somebody said euro dollar. All right. Watch how fast this is. Okay. What am I doing? Well, I was long right here, and then I went short right here and closed out for a small profit, not a big profit. It was a smaller profit, but you closed out for about a 40 pip profit. And right now, you recently took a stop and took a small loss, and you're now currently long. So this is real simple. In the euro dollar, buy on the next green box. Hold until you get 3 red boxes. So right now we're in this 1, 2, 3, we're in a buy zone. So if this next box, now we've just painted a red box, which is fine, you're still in it because we didn't get 3. So the next green box, so if this next box looks like this, and let's say it goes up and it's green, if this next box is up and green, then guess what? All you do, buy. Because we got 1, 2, 3, we're in a buy zone, just buy it. It's that simple. It's that simple. So very simple, euro dollar. Let's go to euro New Zealand. Euro New Zealand. Once again, extremely, extremely simple. Last couple trades is you would have went short here, down to about here for about 47 pips, then you would have went long. You would have taken a little bit of a loss here for about 30 pips, and you would currently be long right there. So all you're doing in this trade is you're waiting for buy on the next green box. That's it. That's all you're doing. Because we got 1, 2, 3. We're currently in a buy zone, a buy opportunity, buy on the next green box. Very, very simple. Very simple. Let's go to Euro CAD. Again, I could go through these all day long and show you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. So this is an interesting one because it's ready right now. This one is ready as we speak right now. This one is good to go. I want to show you what just happened. We have 1, 2, 3 down, sell. We then got 2 up. That's fine. The 2 up we're still in a sell bias. We then, after the 2 up, we got another red down, so that confirmed our down. So Currently short. Hold until 3 green boxes. That's it. This trade right now, if I weren't already in this trade is a good short as we speak right here, right now with the confirmation of this red box down. This one's good to go. The last short opportunity right here, this trade right here produced 200 pips. This trade produced 200 pips in a matter of 5 days. That's $2,000. Who's to say that this short right here won't produce 200 pips in 5 days? So I need to pause for a second because I got a lot of people in here saying, geez, I got to have access to this. And I agree. I want you to understand that all of this can be automated. You can get automated alerts sent to you, so you don't have to be glued to your screens. But let me just pause for a second and ask a question. Type in a wire yes if you think this, and this seems to be fairly easy. Type in a wire yes if you're like, yeah, this is pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Type in a wire yes if you understand why we are in a down trend and we're looking to short because we got 1, 2, 3. We got 2 up, but we did not get 3 consecutive up, so therefore we are still in a bearish bias because we got a confirmation with the red box down. Nails asks, how long does it take to form one block? That is the proprietary information. It is not based on time. So it's very, very important to understand that these boxes do not form based on time. They form based on momentum and based on breakout of price action, not based on time. So you are only trading in the direction of the momentum. Look at these last 2 shorts. First of all, we're in a short right now. Look at this short right here. This short right here produced 285 pips, and then this short right here, whoops, this short right here that I already went into produced 200 pips. That's amazing. Who's to say that this next short right here doesn't produce another 200 pips? I'm going to go into one more. One more. Let's go. I'll let you guys pick. It doesn't matter to me. Pound New Zealand. Oh, amazing. Amazing. So we just came off of a short right there. We're now long. We had a test of the downside, and then we just got a confirmation of the upside. So buy, hold until you get 3 red boxes. It doesn't get any more profitable or any more easy than that. I am telling you right now, I've been doing this for 17 years. You will never find a more systematic, more easy, more clear-cut way of trading than this. It is absolutely as close to a money machine as you'll ever see. Okay, I have some of you, because we had a futures trader that was here before me. I love trading. I love commodities. I love looking at what oil's doing, what gold's doing. So let's do this. Let's take a look at what. Let's take a look at gold. Let's take a look at gold. So we've got the gold. This is the spot gold versus the dollar. So gold. How nice would have it been if you would have known that you should short gold, and you should have been selling gold back when gold was $1,317 an ounce. You should have been selling. And just now, literally just now, or maybe a few days ago, we shifted into a buy bias. So you should be, so essentially gold came off of a sell-off of, well, we're talking, I mean, that's a $143 move. That's a 10% move in gold. Well, guess what? We now just went into, if you're a gold bug, good. It's now time to confirm a buy in gold, and I'd probably be long gold. How about oil? Yes, this works in oil too. So let's pull this up in oil. Well, you know what? Oil, you would have been long here. You would have taken a short here. So in oil, you would have bought down here. You would have held here for, you would have bought at 35. How nice would this be? Buy at 35, and then you would have sold at you would have basically, or 36, you would have got a $6 profit there. That's almost 20%. And then here, yep, you would have taken a loss. You would have taken probably a $5.50 or $6 loss, but then you've been long since this point. You're still long, and you're up over $6 now in gold. You've been long, or oil, been long since $47.90. How nice would that be? Again, futures traders, this is the strategy you guys need to use. There's never been anything more clear-cut. This is developed specific or mainly for currencies, but it works in all asset classes. It is absolutely a money-making machine. So again, I have a lot of people in here that are like, hey, how do I get a hold of this, Tyson? How do I get a part of this? Well, let me show you the results first. It's one, I want to get this in everybody's hands today. I want you guys to know that I have 25 available spots for Monday's class. This class is going to be very, very exciting because I'm going to allow you guys to trade with me and my team for 6 full months. You're going to be able to trade with us. We're going to basically be hand feeding you trades while you're mastering this strategy yourself. So this strategy is up 5,400 pips just on these 6 currency pairs, 5,400 pips since September. So if you would have been with us in September, you could be up $54,000 on a standard lot, just in these 6 currency pairs. And it doesn't get any easier than red and green and counting to 3. It's averaging over 1,300 pips per month. If you trade a standard lot, your expectation should be to make $13,000 to $14,000 monthly. If you trade a mini lot, how would you like to make $1,300 to $1,400 every single month, month in and month out, trading a mini lot with a $200 investment? That's what this strategy does. Now, our next live class is next Monday. I only have access in spots for 25 students. That's it. I want everybody in here. I would love everybody to be in here. I can't have everybody in here. But you can be, if you can't make it to Monday's class, you can be on a waiting list. That's okay. But I do want to, for those 25 students that decide that they want to be a part of this, they want to trade with us and get all of my workspaces and strategies and really take this to the next level, I'm going to do a couple special things for you. I'm going to allow you to have my charting software absolutely free. This normally comes for 2 months with the Momentum class. But I'm going to give you access to these charts, my charts, the ultimate charting software, the technology, everything with the automation, with all that. I'm going to give you access to it for 6 full months absolutely free. That's a $1,500 value, absolutely free. On top of this, when you decide to go into the Momentum class and get the Momentum breakout indicators and learn how the market structure really works, I'm going to give you one of the best gifts that I can give anybody, which is being able to trade with us. So every Monday and Tuesday, every single Monday and Tuesday for 2 hours. So for 4 hours a week, every single week for the next 6 months, you're going to trade with us. This is a $3,000 value that I'm going to give to you for free. You get this absolutely as a bonus, as a gift from me for 6 full months. We usually only let you trade with us for 2 months. I'm going to let you trade with us for 6 months because I want everybody in here to realize that we're the real deal, that we can get you generating the income that you want to generate. So I'm going to give that to you as a gift. And then one of the greatest things I can do also is allow you to be able to get into all of this right away. We had a class a few weeks ago on this that I opened up to 50 students, and those 50 students are doing great. And what we did is we archive everything, so we record all of our sessions. And because of that, when you decide to go into this, when you type in your phone number with the word me, and you're one of those 25 students that get access to this right away, you don't have to wait around until Monday's class. You can actually get this up and going. You can get this downloaded. You can set up a demo account and actually get access to the back-end education portal and start studying today. Remember how I started this webinar. I said you got to start thinking about how you make money today, right? And that's so important. We can't kick the can. There's going to be 25 of you in this room right here, right now that say, okay, I'm no longer going to kick the can down the road. I am going to join a trading group, and I'm going to join an education that will help me succeed. And here's the way that I'm going to put this over the top. For every person in here that decides to go into this course, decides to trade with me and my team for the next 6 months, decides to basically put us to the test, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to guarantee that you will see us generate a substantial amount of money. And if we don't, you get all your money back. Now, I got to tell you, there is nobody in the world that does what I'm doing here right now. So here's the bottom line is, when you decide to go into this, if you're one of the 25, and I can only offer this to 25 students, that's it. But for 25 students in this room right now, and we've got over 100 people in here right now. So if you want to be one of those 25, I would encourage you to type in your phone number, have a conversation with us and talk with us, and I'll tell you the price and the financing and all that in a second. But really, the cost is irrelevant, because what we're going to do is we're going to prove to you that we are some of the greatest traders in the world, that we will give you access to some of the best products. We will show you at least 400 pips, at least $4,000 worth of opportunity in the next 60 days. Live, we'll show this to you, not hypothetical, live. We will show you at least $4,000 worth of opportunities, 400 pips, or you get 100% of your money back. I want you to think about this. If we can teach you how to trade and invest, and we can show you $4,000 in 60 days over, of profits, how many more profits can you make over a lifetime of trading? Worst case scenario, we don't show you the money-making opportunities. Worst case scenario, you walk away and you decide maybe it's not for you. If that's the case, then that's fine. You get your money back. But you learn a whole lot of stuff. You, in the next 60 days, are going to trade with us. You're going to spend time with us, and you're going to learn so much about the markets. And you could end up getting your money back. It's almost like we're crazy, but we're not crazy. We're doing it because we change lives. And we're confident that you're going to love what you see. You're going to love being with us. It's going to change your life like it's changed thousands and thousands of other traders' lives, and you're not going to want your money back because you're going to be ecstatic on what you just learned. So here's how it all breaks down. The Momentum course by itself, if you were to go out online and buy this by itself, is $2,495. It's worth every penny of that. And it normally comes with 2 months of the charting and 2 months of live sessions. But as I said, I am here to change lives. I'm here to work with 25 students who are sick and tired of coming to sales presentations like this and want to be right around professional traders, trading every day, constantly, doing this and making money for you so you can go off and make money for you and your family and do this professionally for the rest of your life. That's who I want to work with, the 25 students who want to do this professionally. Stop fooling around. Stop looking for that magic bullet. You found the real people. You found the real traders. Now, I'm willing to guarantee it, or you pay us nothing. But here's the thing. This overall, if I put all of this together, it would be $6,989. Now, I'm not here to bump along. I'm not here to play games. I'm here to change lives. I'm here to trade and offer this opportunity to people who want to change their lives, who say, listen, I may be pretty good, but you know what? I could be a lot better, and I want to be around traders that will trade with me. I want to be around traders that will give me the tools that they have and that will show me a systematic, easy way to do this. So here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to discount this substantially. I'm going to discount this in a way that we've never done before. I'm going to, for the next 25 students, you're going to be able to get into this course, not for $6,000 or $7,000 or even $5,000. It's going to be $1,995. And all of this comes with guaranteed results. I want you to understand that everything I'm talking about today, right here, right now, comes with guaranteed results. That means if you don't believe or see what we do makes money, then you get your money back. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, I don't have access to $1,995 right now. Here's what I want to say to that. There are too many times in life, and I talk to many, many students that have fallen into this category, and I mean this. Way too often, we have a tendency to focus on the cost of something and not the benefits, long-term benefits of something. And this is one of those opportunities where I don't want you to focus on the pennies in front of you. Yes, this is pennies. The pennies in front of you, because what we're on pursuit of and what we're going after is many, many dollars. Tens of dollars, hundreds of dollars. And the return on this investment is going to be substantial. And if it's not, get your money back. So we have access to financing resources. We have access to tools and to different scholarship opportunities. If you are in this room right now and you are hearing my voice, I want to encourage you to do one thing. This is it. You don't have to tell me, that you're going to sign up automatically. If you type your phone number in, it doesn't mean we're swiping your credit card. All I want you to do is this. I want you to type your phone number in with the word me and talk with us. We're going to work out a financial plan with you. If it makes sense, then we'll move forward. If you can be one of the 25 students, then what I'm telling you is we will guarantee your results. We will guarantee that you will see us generate substantial rewards that you also can benefit from, or you pay us nothing. So I want to take this time right now, and I want to pause for a second. I want to encourage every person in here to type in your phone number with the word me. Be one of the 25 students that get access to this class on Monday, but you don't have to wait until Monday. You can actually get access to this right away. Imagine that you get this in your hands, and tomorrow all you're doing is waiting for those red signals, those green signals, and you're taking those trades. You're building your confidence and you're generating your income. You type in your phone number with the word me, you'll have that access to that. You simply will. So again, I want to thank those that have typed in their phone number, and I've got a couple of you that say, listen, Daryl asked a good question. How long does it take if I decide to go forward, how long does it take to get a refund? Listen, we're not in the business to hold people's money. If you don't see the opportunity and you don't see us generate income and you ask for your money back, it doesn't take long at all. We part as friends. We've helped change over 30,000 students' lives. We're not in the business of keeping people who aren't satisfied's money. We're in the business of changing people's lives, teaching them a strategy that works. And that's the reason why we offer this money back guarantee, is because we're so confident in what we do. We're unbelievably confident in what we do. And we're not afraid to put ourselves out there. That's why if you think about this, if you really kind of boil this down, what we're offering here is we're offering a professional suite of trading tools with the education on how to use those tools, with the professionals, with myself and my team trading with you, so basically holding your hand, right, as you do this. And we're guaranteeing our results, or you don't pay us anything. It's literally like the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. It just is. So again, if I were sitting in your shoes, and I'm going to be 100% honest here, if I was sitting in your shoes, and let's say that I was like, I don't know, I don't know, I would type my phone number in with the word me, simply, and I would have a conversation. You're going to be assigned a trader coach, an education specialist, and I would type my phone number in, and I would sign up, and I would tell my education specialist, I would tell them this very clearly. I would say, here's the deal. I'm going to do this, but I want you to know if I'm not satisfied, if I don't see these opportunities, I'm getting my money back. That's what I would say. I'd be very clear on that. And I would record that conversation. And by the way, every one of our webinars, all of this is recorded. This is all on air, all online. This website right here is a link that you can use, and you can save this link, and you can go to this. There's no questions. We are in the business to change lives. We're not in the business to keep people's money that aren't satisfied. But the reason we're willing to do this is because we know if you put your little bit of faith in us, a little bit of trust in us, you're going to more than likely, like most of our students, like just substantially more often than not, you're going to walk away saying, holy smokes, I should have been with these guys and I should have learned this information years and years ago. So not only what happens here is this, not only do most of our students not get a refund because they don't ask for a refund, but most of our students help us grow our business. Most of our students go out there, they tell their friends and their family, and they tell their loved ones, and that's how we've grown our business. We've grown it organically off of the back of the success of our students. And so what I want to do is I want to allow you guys to be a part of that successful group. So all I'm asking for right now is a micro commitment of typing your phone number in with the word me, having a conversation with us, and we're going to spell it all out. You're not interested in it, or you're not satisfied, you don't see the opportunities, you don't think that we are who we say we are. Very simple, get your money back. That's worst case scenario. And that's a bad scenario for both of us, because you wouldn't want to sign up for this and then get your money back. What you want to do is you want to sign up for this and have us be everything we say we are, right? That's the goal. Because if we are everything we say we are, then guess what? You have just enhanced your financial future. You just have. You just changed your life or enhanced your financial future. You just have. And that's the reality. That's what I'm going to do. But for this webinar and for only 25 students, I'm offering 6 months of the charts, 6 months of live trading with the deep discount. And you use this link right here, you're also going to get The 100% 60-day money-back guarantee, 400 pips. That means if you don't see 400 pips of opportunity, it's $4,000 on a standard lot. $4,000. So you're basically paying $1,995 for an opportunity to make $4,000, or else you get your money back. That's really how simple this is. If you don't see that, get your money back. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. And so I do want to thank those that have typed in their phone number. I only have 25. We've got a lot of you that are typing in your phone number with the word me, and I want to thank you guys for that. But I want to tell you, I only have 25 spots. Got a lot of you that have already typed in your phone number with the word me. It's important to answer your phone. We're going to have a conversation with you. I don't want you to think money. I don't want you to not type in your phone because of money. We have payment plans. You can actually start for as little as $500 down, and we are going to help you start generating income right away, where people who do this, they actually find that they can make their payments and actually make more than their payments based on the profits that they get from the class. So the class basically pays for itself. Yes, that happens a lot. So again, I've got a lot of people typing in their phone number with the word me. I have a lot of people typing in option A and B. And so I want to thank those. I only have 25 spots. I want to thank those that have typed in their phone number. Deborah, thank you. I've got your phone number. Daryl, thank you. HT, thank you. Trader NA, thank you. I've got your phone number. Daryl, thank you for that question there. Brad, thank you. I've got your phone number with the word me. Now remember, when you type in your phone number with the word me, it does not automatically mean that we're swiping your card. It doesn't automatically mean that you're locked in. It means that you want to talk with us about getting this in your hands. It means that you're open to having a conversation with us about, hey, saying, listen, if this business is as good as, if you guys are as good as Tyson say you are, then I would be a fool not to try to take advantage of this. And that's what you guys are doing. You're taking advantage of us. Because we're either going to show you to make money, and you're going to make money, or you're going to get your money back. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. And so again, thank you to Brad, thank you to Daryl, thank you to Nils, thank you to Gloria and Deborah, thank you. I've got your phone numbers with the word me. Thank you to George and Aaron, thank you. I've got your phone numbers. Jamie, Tyrone, thank you. I've got your phone number with the word me. Frederick, thank you. I've got your phone number. Gloria, Daryl, thank you. Got your phone number also. Now we have a lot of people in here, and a couple of you that haven't typed in, and actually a decent chunk of you that have not typed in your phone number with the word me. Now I do want to say something real fast. And this is kind of a challenge, and I say this from my heart. I don't want you to think. I don't want you to get mad at me when I say this. I say this because I've been in this business for 17 years. I'm going to say this. And it's going to sound aggressive, but I say it from my heart. So here's the deal. All of you are going to trade. Whether you're trading right now or not, you're going to try to trade. Or else you wouldn't be in a webinar like this. You just wouldn't be. You wouldn't be in a webinar like Daryl, you get the momentum class. The 1995 allows you the momentum class for the rest of your life. Now the charts and trading with us, you get for 6 months. But the momentum course itself and the indicators you get forever. And so when you type in your phone number, we'll talk with you about that. We'll let you know all the details, and we'll make sure that obviously it's a good fit. But here's what I want to say. Every person in here, over the 100 people that are in here, all of you are going to trade and invest, and that's awesome. Welcome to the business. This is the greatest business you'll ever be in. Now, with that said, this is also one of the most painful, horrific businesses you could ever be into if you don't do it right. Because I don't know anybody out of the thousands and thousands and thousands of traders that I've been around, I don't know any of them that once wanted to be a trader. At one time in their life, like, yeah, I really wanted to be a trader. I even spent an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours in a webinar one time. I don't know anybody who's done that and then ended up not wanting to be a trader in the future. Never seen it happen. Not once. Not once have I seen that happen, ever. And that's a scary thing, because if you do this wrong, if you don't do this with a professional, if you just think that you can do this on your own, I hate to say it, but you're going to be trading against guys like me. Guys like Joshua Martinez, Jared Martinez. You're going to be trading against us, and all we do is trade full-time and generate our income from the markets. I want you guys to be on my team, not trading against me. That's what I want. And I'm a devout man of faith, and I get the question sometimes, Tyson, how can you be a part of a business where you're trading against a bunch of novices and you're taking their money? And I tell people all the time this. I used to struggle with that, but the way that I justify it, and maybe it is just a justification, but the way I justify it is very simple. Is I say, listen, I at least give people an opportunity to be on my team. It's one thing to just do it and just totally bowl over the novices and just take their money. It's another thing to say, hey, here's the deal. Hey, be on my team. I'll teach you what I do. But if you're not going to be on my team, then unfortunately you're probably going to be trading against me, and my job is to make money for me and my family. I want you guys to join my team. All I ask is for a micro commitment of you guys trust for a little while to have us prove to you that we can teach you how to make money. That's it. It's very simple. So I'm going to end here. But I want to encourage every person in here, if you can hear my voice still, I want you to type in your phone number with the word me. All I ask is you have a conversation with us. Put us to the test. If you walk away and you decide that we are not who we say we are, then you get your money back. But best case scenario is you walk away and you say, wow, these guys are amazing. I learned a tremendous amount and I'm generating the income I want to generate. That's the best case scenario. And that, in my opinion, is most likely going to happen. So again, I want to thank you guys that have given your micro commitment, typed in your phone number with the word me, or went to that link and used that link to sign up. But thank you to Brad, Daryl, thank you. I've got your questions there. Thank you for that. David, I've got your phone number with the word me. HT, thank you. I've got your phone number also with the word me. Niels, thank you. Jeffrey, thank you. Aaron and Sean, thank you. I've got your phone numbers with the word me. I'm going to end here, guys.